What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite diagnosed narcissist, here with another live chat. Today, we're answering the question, the survivor's question, the audience's question of what is the craziest thing that a narcissist did to you? What's the wildest thing that a toxic narcissistic person put you through? What did they do to you? Like, what's the craziest thing that a narcissist did to you? Now, you can drop it in the comment section, or I'm going to share a link in the comment sections where you can actually join the live and share. You don't have to turn your camera on. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section where you can actually, like I said, join the live and do it that way. The link is going to look something like this. The link will look like this. It looks like this right here. It says StreamYard. You can come on. You don't have to turn your camera on, but you do have to talk. Alana said, one thing they did to me is promised me something and broke it over and over again and told me it was my fault. Yes, that's what a lot of narcissistic people will do right there, y'all. They will make promises that they absolutely do not intend on keeping at all. At all. 0% plan on keeping. They don't do, they cannot do it. You know what I mean? Some of them do it on purpose. Let's keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Some of them do it on purpose, where they will absolutely not care about what they do or what they put you through or how they go about doing it. They will not care. They absolutely do not care. You know, and that could be a part of future faking as well. That's how some narcissistic people future fake you. They will absolutely tell you something that they're going to do for you and not do it. They just that keeps you on the hook. That keeps you from leaving them alone. That keeps you right there. Hidden Harpazo. Hey Lee, what you been up to? I've been doing a little bit of everything. Getting my podcast ready to launch. Trying to get my book ready to start writing this book. I got so many things going on in the back area. It's wild. What is going on, Angela? What is going on? Melissa said, called me 2 weeks before I was supposed to join him overseas and tell me not to come. He wants a divorce. After I've had my things already shipped overseas. Oh, that's rough. That's rough right there. Oh my goodness. That's damn, y'all. That's borderline evil right there. That's borderline evil. I know what people were gonna say. They were like, "Well, Lee, at least he was honest. At least he didn't stall everything out. He was honest with her and told her how he felt. Ain't that what y'all want? Don't y'all want honesty? Don't y'all want your honesty?" That's evil. That's evil. That is evil right there. Question. I live with a narcissist who is my ex-fiance. I decided that I'm moving out soon, and she's upset because she can't afford to pay the rent on her own. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Right there. I don't know what she did to make you want to move out or call the wedding off, or whatever. Because I know that you said ex-fiance. Be careful on the way out, because sometimes they'll try to love bomb you. In this situation right there, they might try to put the cheeks on you or whatever to keep you there. Try to get a baby by you. Would buy me nice gifts for Christmas. Then when I was back at work, took all the gifts back to the store and kept the money. What? What kind of grimy ass bum ass stuff is that right there? What? Wow. Held me at gunpoint, threatening to pew my car tires at windows. Debbie, I'm gonna keep it hot with you. I hope you left that man alone right there. That ain't love. I know some people out there would say, if he ain't holding a pew to my head, I don't want it. If he ain't holding a pew to my head, I don't want it. If he ain't threatening to unalive me, I don't want it. That ain't the love I want. That's evil. Yeah, it absolutely is evil. He just told me we can talk about his cheating and never called. Okay. You can talk about his cheating. So let me ask you this question right here. What do you need to know about his cheating? I'm just curious. We can talk about his cheating, but what would you need to know about his cheating right there, even to just help yourself out in any of that situation right there? Just curious. I'm just asking. What is going on, Blossom? I saw you pop on here. What is up?
How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
What is
A minute, so I just wanted to jump in because I have a lot of experience on this horrible issue.
okay? You feel
Yeah.
free to share away. What is going on?
Yeah, you said I jumped in when you said what is the worst thing a narcissist has done to you, and I just got out of 4 years of hellfire from 19 to 23. with a covert narcissist that I
Mhm,
finally have broken free of the trauma bond, and life is better than ever, and my skin is glowing, and my heart is glowing, and my life is done a 180 overnight. And I
mhm,
just think it's crazy that it took me this long to take the rose colored lenses off and break through that trauma bond for real fully now. And now I see the real evil, and I've blocked and gone, and life has just done a 180. So it's wonderful.
mhm. So what would you say the final straw was to help you? Because in a lot of these relationships, there is a moment in time that people refer to as the breaking the shelf moment where you
Yeah.
feel like enough is
Yeah.
enough. What was that moment, if you don't
Yeah.
mind me asking?
Yeah. I don't know where I heard it. Maybe it was even on one of your things, because your channel is literally the biggest thing that has helped me break free. But the turning point was, I heard somebody say the worst thing, the something worse than staying 300 days is staying 300 days in one day, like adding a day onto that. And I was like, I can't keep, because that's how it turned into 4 years. So my turning point was, why am I going to wait one more day for this shit to change when it's never going to change? And then it's 4 years is going to turn into 5, and then 5 years is going to turn into a decade of my life that I'll never get back, my one and only life. So it was also just like the constant, relentless, never ending cheating that just took me out. I was not doing that. I was not tolerating that anymore. Should have never tolerated that in the first place. But when you're in love and you have hope, and you just keep trying and hoping, and you have to reserve that part of yourself for somebody who actually is worth it and who actually gives a fuck about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because they're right there, especially you, the constant cheating. There right
No,
there is a that right
yeah,
there is a danger zone within itself for a lot of people. Just
yeah,
just for general purposes. That's the
yeah,
danger zone that a lot of people fall into right there
yeah,
when you're dealing with
exactly.
somebody like this,
Yeah,
because they're literally putting your life at jeopardy. Because if they're out there, typically when they're out here cheating, they're not being safe cheating. They're not
not at
safely
all.
cheating. They're not
Did
just
you
like,
know?
hold on,
Yeah. Did you
let me
know
put the
that my
condom on
body would
first.
like my body would try to tell me, like, get away from this man, get away from this man, not in just terms of acne, but in terms of everything. This man, like you said, not being safe, even sexually being safe. And how disrespectful and disgusting is that, to not even want to protect yourself and then go lie to somebody else that you're sleeping with just them, but then you're not, and then it fucks me up because you're lying.
Yep.
It's just, oh, and
And
safety is like a huge issue, realizing like I don't deserve to be getting a move on.
yeah, and that happens to so many people right there, just realistically, because they're not being open and honest with you about everything
Yeah.
that's going on, and
No, not at
they're
all.
not just going to, yeah,
No,
they're not just going to be
not at all.
like, they're not going to try to. Their goal is to not protect you right here out there cheating. They're not thinking about you out there cheating. Um,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's going to be all about them and how they feel and what's going on in their situation.
They're only self-serving, and it's crazy because even seeing someone who's self-aware like you, I'm like, okay, well, you're self-aware. For him, who's not in the mind, who thinks he's completely fine, who thinks he's just a fucking angel on earth, it's like, you don't even know that half of the fucked up shit you're doing to me. And I tried relentlessly for years to explain the hurt, to explain the pain, but he's not like me, so I cannot get through to him. You can lead the horse to the water, you can't make them fucking drink it. So I had to remove myself from that, because 4 years of hell from 19 to 23 is not something I ever deserved. But the fact that I have a big loving heart and I kept trying, but then he's self-serving and it was only about him. What can you do for me? Prove yourself to me. Me. It's always never gonna be about me, but when it's always about him, all this crazy, fucked up, lying, crazy shit, that I'm just so glad to be like, the fuck out of there.
Yay! I mean, it's a big piece about setting yourself free and whatnot. So I'm happy for you
Yeah.
as well. I'm happy my channel was able to help you as well. I know that's
Yeah.
big time. Makes it
Thank
all worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a real one. I really appreciate that. And it's not just me, but everybody who's breaking free from this. You're a big help for everybody. So thank you.
Yay! I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks so much for hopping on and sharing.
Absolutely. You take care, Lee. Have a great day.
You too. Be safe. Yay! Shout out to her. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. My chest is need up popping. People are stuff. Try and sue me for having him arrested and getting the odor protection. Yep, sounds about right. So somebody else pop in here. Can you hear me? Look, it says Lakeisha. Lakeisha, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know if she can hear me. It says the mic is off. Can you hear me? They chose to mute themselves.
Oh, I can hear you.
What's going
I
on? How
was
you doing
trying to
today?
figure out my phone.
What is going on? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing
Yes,
pretty.
you have helped so much.
Yay! That's always the goal right there, is to help as many people as possible.
But actually I had sent it to the chat, but with this covert, he was a covert as well. What this guy did to me is we was living in an apartment. We moved out that apartment and he
Yep.
tried to make things seem like everything was gonna be so good and promising the world and got me into this 4-bedroom house and left. Got me fired from my job as well. And he walked away, left me with all them bills.
Just dipped out on you for good. You never hear from him again?
No, actually, he didn't just okay, what he did was he walked away, but then he would try to come back. He was back and forth. That's what he did. He was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Mm-hmm. The back. So he started doing the back and forth after he left you with all the bills?
Yes.
How
Then
long
he
did
would
that
try
go
to
for?
hoover his way back in and pick a fight, and he back out the door again. That's what he did. He would come back, pick a fight, and leave.
Mm-hmm. How long did that go on for right there, that part?
I've been with this man. I've been
Y'all
in a
still together now?
relationship. I've been in a relationship with this man for 20 years. He's 20 years. I let him waste my time.
Y'all still kicking now?
No, actually, I walked away a year ago.
Oh, okay. The way you talking, I was like, you still in there. I was like, oh.
No, I walked away a year ago.
Okay. I'm happy you got out of it. I mean, and also, no, it's very difficult to look at it. I mean, to say it can be a very difficult thing when you say like I spent 20 years, I wasted 20 years. It's very difficult to look at it that way, right? So sometimes it might take a little bit to try to reframe what you're going through with this toxic person and whatnot, because you didn't waste 20 years of your life, right? Because that's just like, that means you 20-25% of your life is gone. So I feel like just finding a different way to look at it, trying to reframe it, reframing it, saying like using different words to describe it doesn't change what actually happened. It just changes how you view it, and how you view it can have a huge effect on you, on the process of you moving forward with whatever that looks like for you in the future. Yeah, it's like baby steps. Just like the reframing doesn't change what happened. Like you spent 20 years with this person. It doesn't change that. You can't change the physical fact that you did that, but you can change how you view it in order to empower yourself as opposed to taking it away. Because I feel like, just think about it like this. It's like, I wasted 20 years of my life. You see how sad it is saying that?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it just takes your energy away when you say it like that, right? So just like trying to find a way to reframe it so it doesn't drain you when you talk about it, because it can be a very draining experience. Like don't bring him out here. It just right there is instead of right there. So just take your time. It takes time to get to that point though. It's not just something you can wake up tomorrow and just like, what, it's a process of reframing right there.
Yeah, it was hard to walk away because
20 years.
I mean, it was hard because it's like he'll do bad stuff and then it bait me back, and then it was just a cycle that just kept going back and forth. It never stopped.
Yep. And sometimes it doesn't stop until you stop it. So good on you.
It got worse. All the disrespect and the cussing, but it kind of even got to a point to where, not to say that I enjoyed it, but I felt like I was turning into him. Because
that's a good
go
point.
ahead.
No, that's a good point right there. I mean, interrupt you, but like when you said I feel like I was enjoying it. What happens in these relationship dynamics is some people become accustomed to the chaos. The chaotic nature of the relationship, the back and forth, the ups and downs, that becomes like, it's like nicotine. It's like relationship nicotine. It's addictive, right?
Yep.
So it takes a little bit to get to that point right there.
It was exhausting, but yes. So for anybody that's listening, because at some point I thought I was, losing my mind as well, because what I just said, it was almost getting to the point to where I was relieving stress. I kind of enjoyed it, but then at the end, it wasn't worth it. I'm gonna just say that it wasn't worth it, because I'm not even that type of person. But I had to walk away because I felt like I was turning into him, becoming, because days he'll come in not doing absolutely nothing. You'll be all right, but then now I'm irritated.
Yep.
And I would kind of pick a fight with him.
Yep. And that happens to so many people out there. I'm just telling you, the ups and downs, the chaotic nature of it, it can become damn near addictive, and it's hard to get out of it once you're in it. It really is. Like, who said that right there? Letitia said, chaos becomes the new normal. Yep, it happens. You feel
and
like
that's what happened. That's what happened.
When you
But thank
live on
you.
the, when you live on the beach, you get used to the hurricanes. You know they're coming, right?
That's exactly how that relationship went, to where I said it's not going to when I had enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, so I'm happy you made it out of there. I seriously am. I'm happy my videos were able to help you, and happy you survived that. Now you get to live make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks for hopping on and sharing. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. You have a good day.
You as well. Be safe.
Do the same. I'm trying to see how to get off of here.
I got you. I can do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Peace. Yeah. Shout out to her, y'all. It's just like she brought up an important thing about reframing it, y'all, and how these relationships can make you feel like you're going crazy. I saw some stuff in the chat real quick. It says, I don't know if you can see this, but any advice for parents recovering from narcissistic abuse and want to be sure their children are okay? I asked them, they truly seem fine, ages 9 and 10, but I recall as a child, when my parents split, it affected me. Any advice for parents with no contact in place? It's also a solo journey, but now, so I actually have so this is, where is it at? Where is it? Where is it? Here you go. This, I actually wrote a kid's book. It's called, I actually have a kid's book that me and my wife tag team and wrote. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. It's literally about dealing with toxic relationship dynamics. It becomes like a starting point for you to talk to your kids about certain things that they might have experienced in a relationship with the toxic narcissistic parent, right? It helps them. It's like a conversation starter. So you can talk to your kids about, hey, this is not your fault. Hey, you didn't deserve this. Hey, our breakup is not your fault. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. It's on Amazon. It's a short book. I promise you, it helps open up a lot of different things, especially 9 and 10 years old. That's like the perfect age for that. My son is 8, and he read it. It's a good thing for him. I'll drop the link in the comment section if y'all want to check it out. I'm telling y'all, the link looks like spam, but it is not spam. You can go on Amazon and check it out, but it looks like the link looks like this. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. It's just a conversation starter. It's to open up the door for you to have those conversations with your kids. Toris says, mine tried to have the police take me away after 3 months in and out of cardiac arrest. 2 days after I had a massive allergic reaction because I asked him to keep the dogs in one area so I could rest. He said, how dare you tell me what to do on my off day? They told him to leave and take the dogs with him. So he tried to have the police take you away? Oh, goodness gracious. That's a disconnected person right there. That's when you see the lack of empathy comes into play with a lot of narcissistic people. And I'm live on Kick for the first time too, y'all. So my Kick people, my folks who are watching on Kick, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who's watching. But this is my first time being on Kick. I just got on Kick today, y'all. Hazel, I said he tried and sued me for having him arrested and getting order of protection. Yep, I think I mentioned that earlier. A narcissistic woman told me she was better than me and that I was jealous of her. That's crazy because I never compete with anybody. I don't have a problem with jealousy. So there could be a lot of projection right there, right? There could definitely be a lot of projection in that situation right there where they're telling you how they really feel about the situation. Choked me, threw lit cigarettes at me, threw hot coffee at me, left me stranded on the highway. I could go on and on. He's an evil POS. Raina, I hope you escaped that thing right there. That sounds like evil. That sounds like you was in the car with the devil on the highway. Made a vow to stay faithful to me in front of God and our friends and family. Crazy. Oh, yeah. We had 2 kids before he cheated on me with his coworker once he got his first big boy job. His first big boy job. How old was he when he had his big boy job? It's not like some... I'm seeing my ex in court next week to uphold a violence order. He'll be there with the new supply. He's got the kids turning them against me. Any advice on how to have 3, the judge see what he is? You have to prove the behaviors. You can't go to court and just talk about narcissism. You have to prove the behaviors. So you have to start, if you haven't already, documenting his behaviors is what can help you out right here. He's in jail and I caught him what? Let us scan through. My narc only wants sex when he's drunk, but he's cold and withdrawn and sleeps in a separate room when he's sober. So Madavi Rana, I don't know what's going on there. You might want to stop sleeping with him when he's drunk. Because if that's all it takes, then that's what it goes. That's what he's going to do, right? Mine came home from work on a lunch break because he saw me on my laptop through his security cameras. I said no, and he came home, ripped my laptop away, and took me and had the nerve to, Hazel Eyes, try and sue me for getting him arrested. Oh, I must have missed the first part. Wow. My From Kenya, my ex used to invent arguments over the tiniest issues so that he would have an excuse to leave and disappear for days or weeks to go be with his side chick. Yep, that happens all the time right there, y'all. With narcissistic people, they will create arguments and crazy, insane things just to have a reason to go out and cheat. Or they'll create an argument to go out and cheat. Just like, how dare you breathe so loudly? I gotta leave right now. I gotta get out of here. What are you doing? Okay. I'm out and have a PF. Okay, good for you. Good for you getting out of there. What happens if they hit rock bottom and doing everything to change for the better? What do you mean? Like, are they in therapy and working on themselves? Because it takes a lot to hit rock bottom. It really just depends. He hid a baby and girlfriend for years, then ghosted me when I found out. No explanation, but came back years later and I was hungry for answers. I let him back in. He discarded me again weeks later. Yep. He just wanted to test you to see if he can come back. See if he can. Look, y'all gotta stop letting these people play in your faces, because if he comes back, he might come back again. It's just like, I really have the answers for you this time. I really have the answers. Just bend over for a little while and I'll give them to you afterwards. And then he ghosts you again. Don't do it. Don't do it. He held a shotgun to my stomach. He was pissed when I told him I would see him in court due to his cheating. Oh God, what the hell? I was ghosted by my fiance. We were together for 3.5 years. She tried to hoover me 7 weeks later, asking me, "Hope you're doing well. When can we talk?" All while I was scheduled for a serious surgery. Chino, I know you were scheduled for serious surgery, but I hope you didn't let that vulnerable moment let her back into your life. I hope you did not let that vulnerable moment pull her back. Let her pull herself back in there. Please, please, please. He also ripped my dress off if we were pulling out of a restaurant after an early dinner. He made me ride home completely naked. Kept telling me he should put me out on the sidewalk, that I probably like it. Oh, that's an evil bastard right there. That's an evil bastard. We've all been through fake fights so they can screw someone else. That's a classic. Yep, there's a classic move. She gone. Got a flex for you right there. Y'all see the hair? I got my hair did. Hair did, nail did, everything did. I'm fancy, huh? I'm fancy. I am fancy. I'm super fancy. Yes, you start thinking and behaving like them. That's a side effect of being in a toxic relationship. You can pick up narcissistic fleas, and they bite. Those narcissistic fleas bite you. You get infected with the narcissist bug. You start acting narcissistic. What is one thing to tell a narcissist after you have blocked them and they confront you at the gym? Nothing. Go about your workout. Go tell the staff. After you block them and they confront you at the gym, you don't have to say anything to them. Leave me. Hey, excuse me. I'm doing some RDLs. I'm doing some Romanian deadlifts. Back up. I have nothing to say. You're blocked. But be careful, right? Because people get dangerous. He discarded me after 3 years. Caught him talking to others online early in the relationship. Still talking to others. We live together. Discarded me emotionally. So we gotta put, like, so this is not me trying to blame you right here, Nisha. Nisha. Is it Nisha? Nisha. Is it Nisha? I'm gonna go with Nisha. I'm probably wrong though. We got to start paying attention to the red flag. If they're talking to people early on in your relationship, they'll be talking to people later on, and they're already disconnected early, right? So he didn't discard you. Seemed like he set you free, right? He didn't discard you. You were set free. There's a small distinction between being discarded and being set free. At my brother's wedding, my mother stood up and waved to the guests when my brother mentioned his gratitude to our parents during the ceremony. Oh, Lord. Like, listen, old politician wave. I remember being cheated on, gaslit, told me he would put me out of my house and move the new supply in. My final straw was when I got pushed through a wall, all while high on all kinds of drugs after he left me and our 2 babies for 2 weeks in a rundown hotel. It'll be 11 years on the 16th of that day. I was left with my 2 kids, no shoes and a sundress. But God was truly with me, and I can look back now through strength of wisdom. Anyone going through this, please know you are. Please know please know you are safe. You protected. You gonna survive. I'll finish it for. Yes, I get bit by the narcissistic fleas. Now I have many narcissists. That's what. Look, time to go to therapy. Take a narcissistic flea bath. Mine stopped taking care of his kids, told me as long as I'm gone, if I feel like he shouldn't have to take care of them, we were together 20 years. I left after he strangled me by God's grace. Thank goodness you made it out of the dummy. Thank goodness you made it out of there. Pardon my, you good. You have to act like a narcissist with narcissist. Sometimes you have to do that to survive. Religious narcissists with malignant sadistic traits. That's the evil. That's some of the worst ones. Triangulated me and held me in a fantasy poly relationship for 9 years. I was a secret relationship, future faking fiance, finances, taking money from me, help pay his double life, denied our child. Yeah, that's rough right there. That's rough. Allowed his family to disrespect me, said he didn't want to get involved. When I went no contact, didn't want to get involved to tell me I'm wrong and try to turn the kids against me. Oh, stay safe. Empower yourself. Seriously. Told him I would wave to him from heaven while he's doing backstrokes with legs on fire. Oh shit. That's funny. Try to unalive me via knife. I hope you got out. Oh, you did get out of there. You commenting. Thank you. You made it out of there. We had a big wedding and a baby, and I had a baby on the way. After the wedding, he moved with his mother and wouldn't tell me why he wouldn't move in with me. He ghosted me and told me to lose his number. What? After the wedding? And you pregnant? What the hell? Wow. Have you got an hour? It wasn't just one thing. I can imagine. I can imagine. What's going on, Patricia? What would you say to someone who doesn't feel they have strong enough support system? It seems like family and friends are largely supportive of the narcissist, and I'm left feeling guilty speaking out. So in these situations right here, it can be very tough because you know you're right. And not a lot of people understand what you're going through. So I do have support groups and communities that I do run for survivors of narcissistic abuse, right? I have a support group called the Mental Healers. It's called the Mental Healers. It's got a lot of people in there that understand what you're going through. Like literally. Y'all can find my support group. Y'all can find everything about me, y'all, at my website at mentalhealness.net. Mentalhealness.net. My coaching, my courses, every single thing is at mentalhealness.net. Oh, yeah. I broke up 2 months ago. He told me he never wanted to marry me or live together. A week after we broke up, he proposed. Also, he hated my dogs, called them names and nagging about them for 3 years. All of a sudden, 2 months later, now he gets a dog. Am I the crazy one? No, Yoha, please leave that man alone. He didn't want to get married. He don't want a dog. This is like later on love bombing, right? I call this a love pop. It's just manipulation. He didn't want to get married. Now he didn't want dogs. He hates dogs. But now he got a dog and he proposed. No, please don't marry that man. You will live to regret it. I promise you. And this is not, I normally don't even tell people directly like this, but you will live to, if you marry that man, you will live to regret it. You're like, damn it, I was free. You will live to regret it. I know you will. There's a guy that came. There's a guy that said something earlier. Chino said, "Hey, bro, I know this type of what do you think the deal with future faking is? Future faking is to keep you there, right? Future faking is to keep you right where you are, right? I'm gonna do a longer video on this. I'm typing in my notes right now. Future faking is to keep you exactly where you are. You know, it's to keep you where you are. It gives you something to look forward to, so you don't leave them alone. That's literally what future faking is. It gives you something to look forward to. There was a straight listen to Lee moment. Yeah, I got to keep it real sometimes, y'all. I can't beat around the bush and be like philosophical all the time. Sometimes you got to go straight to the point. That right there is just he'll ruin. I do care. I want to see y'all live y'all lives to the fullest extent, and that will ruin her life. I promise she'll look back on this and like, hey, I knew it was fake. I knew it, because as soon as you walk down the aisle and get mad, when you walking down the aisle, you know you're doing the wrong thing. You be walking down the aisle like, what the hell am I doing? You see what I'm saying? I just pretend to be naive and agreeable and give them compliments, and then when I don't do what they want, to pretend to be simple. This gives narcissists the status they want and look after me. Yeah, I can see that happen. I can see where working out right there. Like a narcissistic parent. I can see that. That's literally how I can see that working with a parent is narcissistic, y'all. Anyways, y'all, I was trying to keep this around 30 minutes. I had to get my kids some dinner. Told them we was gonna go out for dinner because they've been nice and quiet. So I have to hop off this thing, y'all, and get ready to hop out of here. Look, everything about me is at mentalhealness.net. You can find everything about me. My course, I have a course called Finding Your Why. I have 2 courses. My first course is called Understanding the 7 Stages of a Narcissistic Relationship. And my second course is called Finding Your Why. Both of them you can find at mentalhealness.net. And I have a 50% off special right now for my courses. You can get a bundle for it. You can get them a bundle. Look, enter the code mothers or fathers, just like the mothers or fathers, and you can get my courses for 50% off. I promise you, the courses are not expensive, and they help a lot of people. They're literally like 5-star rated courses from everybody who's taking them, because like I go into great detail, especially my course Finding Your Why. It's like 25,000 words. I wrote a script of 25,000 words myself, no AI, literally, to help people. I got to the human factor of it. Everything you can find everything, my coaching, my courses, everything at mentalhealness.net, y'all. Enter the code mothers or fathers for like literally 50% off the courses, y'all, to help you grow, help you heal, and that probably answer a lot of questions that you might have right here that you might not get answered today, y'all. Anyways, y'all, be safe, take care of yourself, and as always, mental healness is out. Peace.